So tonight, possibly fight of the year candidate Jaron Ennis versus Xander Zayas. This is exactly what we want as boxing fans. Two of the best in a division fighting each other. Two of some of the best boxers in the world, and this is exactly what we need. And it's a very hard fight to break down and predict. So I'm going to get into it now. So I'm going to start off with Boots, as he is the more popular fighter. Boots is a very athletic, tall, rangy, switch hitting boxer who is filled with talent but hasn't ever really had the stage to prove how good he really is. He's beat a few world champions. He's been the world champion. He's in, I think, 3-time world champion or 3-belt world champion in 147. He's gone up to 154 where he dismantled Lima in his last fight in the first round. So we don't really know too much about him at this weight. I personally think this weight is going to suit Boots a lot more. He's going to be fresher. He's going to be able to move around a lot more. The big problem with Boots, and Xander seems to point this out a lot, is he can be a bit flat-footed and he likes to admire his work. He gets caught in between shots. But I think the weight cut might have a lot to do with his flat-footedness. But yeah, I think he was come out in the southpaw position, as Xander is a left-handed orthodox. So if he can take away Xander's jab and left hook and win the lead hand battle, I think he wins the fight immediately off of that. But if he can't, he'll switch back to orthodox, and we could have a fight if Boots can't wear Xander down. And on the other hand, we have Xander Zayas, who is naturally massive for the weight. He walks around at about 180 something pounds. Very, very mature for his age. Uses the jab, that left hook. He likes to pivot off on angles as well. What do I see as the just say key points for victory for Xander? Stay behind that jab, pivot, start to reset Boots the whole time, because Boots fights, he's like a rolling snowball. He just picks up momentum and keeps going. But if you can offset his rhythm, he starts to look a lot more human. If Xander can keep behind that jab, moving and pivoting off Boots, having constantly to reset Boots, he could frustrate Boots and catch Boots on the way in. But what do I think is going to happen? I think Boots is going to overwhelm the young Puerto Rican champion. I think he has too much for him. Boots loves to go down to the body too, and Xander, he looks a little bit tight at the weight now. I think Xander will fade. We say through 9 rounds, the body shots start to work, and he won't be able to keep Boots off of him at that stage. He won't be able to use his pivots as effectively, and I think Boots wears him down. And if Boots can keep him in the one spot, Boots is going to get him out of there quick, very quick. So yeah, my prediction for the Boots versus Xander Zayas fight is late TKO for Boots, and a competitive fight up till 7 rounds. Boots starts to take over, wears him down, hurts him to the body, and finishes him up against the ropes. I'm going to say around 10 TKO, around 10-11. And if it goes to the judges' scorecards, it's probably 116, 112. And yeah, that's for that fight. For the undercards, I'll go through these very quickly. So we have Ben Whitaker back in the ring after not too long against Rivera. This is a big step up. Rivera is tough. He was probably robbed against Badu Jack. But ultimately, I think Whitaker is just going to be a little bit too slick for Rivera. I'm just going to pick Ben Whitaker decision. 116, 112 again ish. Could be 115, 113. And for the Emiliano Vargas fight, I think this is more of a showcase fight than anything. Very, very talented young fighter. Against Bryce Mills. Bryce Mills is no pushover either, but they're not on the same level. Emiliano Vargas, fourth round TKO, fifth round TKO, around the middle rounds. That's my pick. So if I was making a bet this weekend, I would have Boots Ennis TKO, Whitaker decision, Emiliano Vargas TKO. So that's going to do it for this video. This is Granny Talks Boxing, and thanks for watching.